FBI, the CIA, and the rest of the well-meaning people of the world. Now, health minister decides to go for the vaccine, and he says at the time that he was taking this decision, he was not thinking right, because people were dying and he needed to do something quickly. By our laws, there was a way he could have even gone through that if there was an emergency. But no, arbitrarily, he decides to go and talk to terrorists, my brother, my sister, without looking at their background. And I've said this time and again on this show. Today, I'm not going to spend so much time on this. We want to be quick with that. Hear me now. Now, the danger is this. Some people are just looking at the money. Oh, we've lost this money. We could have even lost more. No. The biggest problem is not the money. The biggest problem is the mayhem that these terrorists could have caused to us. These are terrorists who have signed a contract with the good people and the unsuspecting people of this country. It took a Norwegian news outlet to blow their cover. My brother, my sister. Now, these terrorists could have gone to China to fill the Sputnik V vaccine bottles with powder, ordinary Kolebu powder, and ship this to us. Imagine how many people would have died. Are our scientists even ready to test some of these things before they give them to us? These are terrorists who can never be trusted. Thanks to the Norwegian news outlet that blew their cover, millions of Ghanaians would have been visiting their graves anytime those vaccines touch down on our land. Some people don't see the gravity of what this would have cost us. They limit it to only money. These are bloodthirsty terrorists who kill people for no reason. These are bloodthirsty terrorists who visit people with harm, all because they do not share the same beliefs. These are terrorists who are on the wanted list of the CIA, the FBI, and all those institutions and organizations around the world. Ghana was able to find these terrorists, not to expose them, but to contract them and give them a silver platter on which they could cause mayhem to the people of this country. Thanks to God, our prayers did not go in vain. It took a Norwegian news outlet to expose this. Yes, we've taken enough ridicule. As the only country in the world that has no brains, we go contracting terrorists to supply us with medicine. We go contracting terrorists, my brother, my sister, to help us. And when the matter came out, my brother, my sister, the health minister, honest as he was in quotes, said, I was not thinking right at the time. Hear this. When he confessed this to Parliament, he was asked, were the terrorists paid any money? He said no under oath. Now it has come out that the health minister has said that he actually did not know that some money had been paid the terrorists. Who ordered the payment to the terrorists? What is the finance minister saying about this? These are criminals, all these guys. Health minister said he did not know that the money was paid. And it came out that the money was actually paid to the criminals, the terrorists in the UAE. Who ordered, who passed the payment to the terrorists? The health minister said he didn't. How about the finance minister? Did he know about the payment? Certainly he did, because he is in charge of all finances. We've been waiting for the finance minister to tell us how much the president spent on flying around the world, taking his bath in the sky. My brother, my sister, and they were able to hoodwink us with their asinine goonism. My brother, my sister, calm down, Blakk Rasta. What are you talking about? criminal health minister said he did not pay any money to terrorists. A few days later, it came out that money was actually paid to the terrorists through the health ministry. Who passed it? Who signed it? Who ordered it? Finance minister must be in the know. Was it the health minister who signed and passed it and lied on oath to the people of this country? Or was it the finance minister who did some general work and sent this thing away to the terrorists in the UAE? We need to understand. Right now, I come to understand why the demons and principalities can pay money to terrorists without the knowledge of this country and without the knowledge, my brother, my sister, of the health minister and the finance minister. The only way this money could have been paid without the knowledge of the health minister and the finance minister is demons and principalities involved. When a nation fails, they blame it all on demons and principalities. When a nation is run by idiots, my brother, my sister, they bring in demons and principalities to explain everything that they have done that does not make sense. My brother, my sister, let's get more serious. Number one, the health minister refused to account for the president's wanton flying around the world, taking his bath in the skies, having gone down in history as the only president who loves to shower in the skies. 70,000 feet above sea level, your president is busily taking his shower. When common people on the ground cannot even get drinking water, clean drinking water they can't get, they are sharing water with animals. Your president is up there in the skies, 70,000 feet above sea level, taking his cool shower. When we talk, some people read political underpinnings into this. When we talk, some people only think about party politics. How can the country grow? My brother, my sister, if this were a country with brains, this old health minister would have been chopped off like a bad habit, thrown away. A UK minister decided to resign because he killed somebody without following the COVID-19 protocols. At the office, he was supposed to wear a face mask. He did not do it. He embraced one of his workers, a female worker, and kissed her. And when it was realized that this was what happened, he resigned. He did not cause any financial loss. He did not ridicule the whole country for nothing. He resigned as a punishment. In fact, for ridiculing the country and for ridiculing COVID-19 fight in the UK. Today, our health minister, number one, ridiculed us to the whole of the world. Number two, he has caused financial hemorrhage to the country. Thirdly, he is still ridiculing us because he's brought in terrorists, brought in criminals to be part of this country. And he's still in office. To make it worse, the sleeping president has joined him so that they will continue with their goonism. The sleeping president has joined him so that they will continue on their spree of wanton disrespect for the purse of the taxpayer. How many people don't understand? How many people think this is foolishness? My brother, my sister, do we respect the country? I am going to protect the taxpayer's purse. And here you are, blowing the money. His comedian vice president also tells us, oh, we are not going to be borrowing. I worked at the Bank of Ghana before. We have too much money to go about borrowing. And you have gone down in history as the most borrowing president in history. Every now and then when the president says he's traveling, two reasons. He's going to see his doctor in the UK, or he's going out there to borrow. Two reasons. And when they borrow the money, they blow it away. My brother, are they serving this country, or they are serving their own interests? We will keep saying this. We will never stop saying this. As for the health minister, you are a very shameless health minister. Get out of the way. You have disgraced yourself enough. You have disgraced the country enough. And it's time for you to get out. And to the president, now you have demonstrated that you are a very corrupt president. You are unable to fight corruption. You lied to the whole world that you were an anti-corruption person. Today, you have proven to the whole world that you are the king of all corruption. You are the helm at the top of all corruption. When we had well-meaning people like Dom Levo, who came in to help fight corruption, you hounded them out of office. You chased them out of the place. Today, you've brought in your ilk, other corrupt people, like the health minister, like your finance minister, who will never account for all your wanton travels around the world. And they say it's for security reasons. You blow my money, and I don't have the right to know what you use my money for. When I ask you, tell me it's for security reasons, you cannot tell me. To God be the glory. My brother, my sister, it is time for Ghanaians to come out and chase out this health minister and those in the BA constituency where the president and his minister are going. It's time to chase them out. When they come out in your numbers, demonstrate. Tell them you don't want to see them. Make so much noise. When they hear so much noise, they will all go away. The police will support you. Just make noise. He's on tour of what? Have they accounted for how much money he has blown showering in the skies? Have they accounted for the money that they pay to criminals and terrorists in the UAE? They haven't. So why should we give them the opportunity to come and talk to us again? For what? I leave it here, my brother, my sister. I'm going to tackle the next thing. Still on the Sputnik V vaccine. Health Minister has written a letter to Sheikh Al Maktoum. And he says, Your Royal Majesty, please refund the money we paid to you. And when you look at the letter, it's a comic letter. I'm sure Mr. Bean wrote that letter. No. I'm sure the Vice President, Dr. Baumia, wrote that comic letter. Look, read the letter properly and you will laugh your intestines out. The health minister has intentionally refused to mention how much Al Maktoum is supposed to pay us. Read the letter. Oh, the money you owe us, the balance of blah, blah, let's have that. How much is the balance? No. They wouldn't mention it. Could it be that the health minister does not even know how much money they owe us? They are asking for the balance. Out of the 2.4 million or whatever, 2.8. Why is it not written in the letter that this is the amount of money you owe us, so pay us as a nation that, well accounts for the taxpayers' purse? But no, you read the whole letter, there's not even one line that says, oh, this is the amount of cash, so pay us, blah, 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 blah. No. And the interesting thing is this. Who spent the money? Who ordered for the spending of the money? Finally, this sheikh, is he going to pay the money? Already they are on the wanted list of the CIA and the rest. Some of these guys in the UAE who are linked to this sheikh. Is it not a great opportunity, my brother, my sister, for them to carry 2.8 million American dollars and just fly around the world and have fun? Are we going to get this money back? In fact, the money is not as important to me, Blakk Rasta sitting here, than the lives that could have gone down because of this. I leave it here, my brother, my sister. My brother, my sister, the health minister is on a 2-week leave. 1 week is already gone. And he is following the president around to show him to his constituency. Ghanaians, what do you think? Now, so many people are asking for the prosecution of Ken Oforiatta. That's the finance minister. Why is there so much corruption around the finance ministry? Remember the borrowing, the percentage they had with Data Bank, owned by these guys. Every amount of money they borrowed, we were told pass through the Data Bank so that they will get their own percentage. Selfish guys. My brother, my sister, they employ their own lawyers to help them with some of these things. And the interesting thing, my brother, my sister, when Ghanaians blew it up, they decided to pull back. Remember when the president said he was going to pay his own wife how much money? That no professor in Ghana earns. By virtue of the fact that this is the president's wife, you take salary more than the professor. By virtue of the fact that this is the comedian vice president's wife, you pay her so much money that no professor in Ghana earns. To God be the glory. My brother, my sister, hear me now. People are calling for the head of the finance minister. I think he has also grown so arrogant. I am not going to tell you how much the president spent. Deal with the defense ministry. It hinges on. My brother, my sister, Ghana is in trouble. And we all need to speak up. We all need to come out and find out exactly what is happening. The finance ministry dabbles in so much that is so difficult to understand. And it is time. And there are some people who support these guys. There are some people who are sworn fans of some of these guys. When Ghana goes down, it doesn't go down with you guys alone. We all are included. We will not sit down and watch you sink the ship. We all have the right to remain afloat. So when anybody wants to sink the ship, we must fight those people. That is why we are all out here dealing with this thing. I leave it here. I'm going to tackle the next thing right now. I'm reading this from the National Communicator, and that is Graphic Online. And it says, Bibiani gold mine sold for 90 million American dollars. Hear this. Bibiani gold mine sold for 90 million American dollars. Let me read. It's interesting. Just listen. It says, Australian gold miner Resolute Mining has announced that it has agreed to sell the Bibiani gold mine in Ghana to Canadian gold developer Asante Gold Corporation for 90 million. In a statement issued on August 5, Resolute said both parties are committed to ensuring an orderly transition of ownership at Bibiani. The deal will be financed as follows: 30 million American dollars deposit, which has already been received by Resolute to be applied upon completion. 30 million American dollars on or before 6 months from completion, and 30 million US dollars on or before 12 months from completion. Asante is dedicated to injecting the necessary capital to achieve the rapid restart of Bibiani, which is not expected to result in any immediate changes to employment or contract relationship, Resolute said in a statement. Asante has strong ties to Ghana, with Ghanaian citizens holding a significant shareholding and board and executive roles. Asante has announced plans to co-list its shares on the Ghana stock market. My brother, when you read on and on, it's all these cosmetic things that you read about. Garnishing. Abstract illusions. Hear me. Bibiani gold mine was owned by an Australian gold miner called Resolute Mining. When you read on, it says that Ghana was getting 10%. 10. And the Australian gold miner, Resolute Mining, took away whatever it was supposed to take. Now the mining outlet has been closed down. It's about to restart, and there is another one called Asante Gold Corporation, which is buying it for 90 million. And that Ghanaians are involved in this. My brother, let us think about this carefully. You remember Ejapa, how they were talking about the fact that, oh, they were going to sell some of the mines, they were going to give out the mining concessions to people for how many years and how many. Could this be another underground illegal deal which they are trying to legitimize in order to bring Ejapa into reality? How many people don't understand? Ejapa. And it was all about the mines. They will give the mines out for how many years? Several years. And take the money. Ghanaians said, no, we will not agree. How can we sell our birthright like this? Today, one of the gold mines is going away. And they are telling us that Ghanaians own a significant amount of shares in Asante Gold Corporation. Don't be so much in a hurry to clap. You'll be shocked that the biggest man involved in the so-called Asante Gold Corporation is not Ghanaian. You'll be shocked that his assistant is not Ghanaian. You'll be shocked that the finance man is not a Ghanaian. You'll be shocked that Ghanaians are the messengers. They are those who are underground there mining. Ghanaians are those who are, in fact, washing all the top guys' dirty things. And there are those, my brother, my sister, who are in the majority. The top goons, the top guys, may probably be from outside Africa. So they'll give you a list. Oh, 500 people. And we have 450 Ghanaians involved in this. My brother, 400 Ghanaians are all messengers. And the rest of them take other small positions. And the top positions are for the same colonialists. At the end of the day, you'll be so much in a hurry. And you would make a mistake by thinking that, hey, Charlie, these guys have come and it's about 95% Ghanaian. Haven't we seen that before? But listen to the rhetoric. 10% only comes to Ghana. My brother, look at mining. Look at what is involved in mining. You have to destroy the earth. You have to pollute. You have to so many different things. If we own our own mines, I think that all other things remaining equal, will be more patriotic to our country and decide that, Charlie, we are not going to do this. We won't do this to destroy the country. But this is another man from another country, owned initially by an Australian gold mining company called the Resolute Mining. Do they care about your environment? All they care about is how to get the minerals. And they will do everything possible to get the minerals that they want. True or false? My brother, my sister. And it is not only with Bibiani. If you check Obuasi and all those places, Ghana gets only a little bit. And I keep asking myself, what is the importance of the one district, one factory? What is the importance of the industrialization that the president promised us? Before all these mines were even fully operational, Kwame Nkrumah had already thought about industrialization. He built a lot of factories to deal with our own gold, so that every gold house will give us at least 80%, if not more, of whatever we mine. Today we are getting 10%. Nkrumah made sure that every factory was Ghanaianized. The top gun is a Ghanaian. The hierarchy, Ghanaian. If any colonialists came in, then they were only in there to advise for a short, or better still, consult for a short while and then leave. But what did President Kufuor say? Nkrumah pushed us too much into industrialization. He rushed industrialization in Ghana. So, at what point is Nana Akufo-Addo now? Where is the one district, one factory? What is it doing? That foreigners are still owning 90% of the gold house. I'm just asking. We want to know. What really is happening in this country? I'll leave it here. I'm going to tackle another very interesting thing, and I might end on that note. And this one, my brother, my sister, is interesting. And I need all of us to open our ears and listen with rapt attention. Oh my God. Now, how many of you have heard about the Lizzie Sports Complex? Lizzie Sports Complex. How many of you? My brother, my sister. The Lizzie Sports Complex, my God, when it came into being, many were those who jumped left, right, and center. So happy that we had such a facility in Ghana, at least for the first time. Swimming pool, artificial turf, huge facility, modern facilities in there. Today, my brother, my sister, I am sad to tell you that the owner, my brother, my sister, is saying that he has had enough and he's leaving Lizzie Sports Complex for good. My brother, my sister, we all remember how Lizzie Sports Complex began. This was a guy who played for France. His parents are both Ghanaian. But he played for France. But in his mind, in fact, even when he was actively still playing football, he was interviewed several times in Ghana. And he said, listen, right after playing football there, I am going to return home. The Sei Maseyi is his name. He returned home. He played for the French national team. He also played for Olympique Marseille, if I'm not mistaken. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, they even won some laurels. And after playing, he decided to return home. He came home, built a nice facility, spent so much money to keep it in place, and it became the talk of town. After 10 years, he said he has had enough. He wants to go. Why? He said he's bedeviled with debt. Every year he would spend 1.5 million American dollars to pay his staff and to deal with some other things. And he himself, every year, my brother, my sister, 1.5 million American dollars he paid to keep his staff, and nothing came in. He had a facility for children, which we don't normally have in Ghana. Ghanaian children are not invested in. How many national playgrounds do we have for children? Those playgrounds are now competing with animals for survival. Go to A4 Sutherland Park. It has become the home of snakes and lizards. Nobody will send his child there because they will become food for the snakes. They will become food for the lizards. They will become food for the frogs. They will become food for even some other things we cannot mention on radio. Masada Seyi went there to hustle. He went to France at a very young age. He got swallowed up by the system in France. But he had a focus. I will return home. The moment he retired, he came home quickly, set up Lizzie Complex, sporting arena, modern facilities. He even had a clubhouse in there, 9 swimming pools, wonderful environment. My brother, my sister, in one of the most expensive areas of Accra. All the money he made from France, he brought everything to Ghana. If this is not a patriotic citizen, then what is he? 10 years down the line, he said that he has spent 1.5 million American dollars each year. He has not made a cent out of his investment, and he thinks that right now he cannot cope. He tried to be the coach of the Black Stars. It did not work. We all remember the shenanigans under the table. We all remember how he was hoodwinked out of it. My brother, my sister, today the man says enough is enough. Why did I bring this story out? The GFA, the Ministry of Sports, all the sporting people, my brother, my sister, what did they do to hold up the investment of this great guy? What did they do? How many contracts did they give to Lizzie Complex? Now you are crying that you don't even have enough stadia. My brother, my sister, Asante Kotoko is training at a place that is more than Sakora. They shit in the bush when they go for training. Shit left, right, and center. Players. Asante Kotoko is one of the topmost clubs in Ghana. My brother, my sister. And when the players go to train, they shit in the bush. When the coach is calling them to come and play, they are in the bush saying, "Coach," and they come. They are shitting. Lizzie Complex now was never encouraged for his business to at least thrive so that he might open up more in different areas. My brother, when Christmas came, when Easter came, and some other such festivals, see how the few children who got the opportunity to go to Lizzie were overwhelmed with happiness. See how Masai Desailly tried to bring Europe to Ghana. He's been frustrated. He's going away. Right now, he doesn't even care about that investment. Right now, my brother, my sister, look at the edifice. Can you get this in Kumasi? Can you get this in Tamale? Can you get this in Nkoko? One man, look at what he has built. Look at the beauty. Look at the aesthetics. He's left everything, he's going away. He said the theft alone to maintain it, my brother, my sister, is too much. They will give the contracts to foot soldiers, not well-meaning patriotic Ghanaians. The mistake the Sir Masai did or made, my brother, my sister, was the fact that he did not go political. And I'm saying that tongue in cheek. Masai Desai came in and thought that, well, I'm a good citizen, patriotic citizen, a Ghana man. It is time to invest in Ghana land. What did the Ghana manche even do to support this guy? He said it everywhere he went, in France, in Europe, all over, that he's a Ghana. A man like this should be a diplomat for the Gamashi. A man like Masai Desai should be a diplomat for Gamashi. You know what that means? Just like Robert Mugabe made me a diplomat, my brother, my sister, for Zimbabwe's tourism. This guy, if he had been used properly, would have drawn a lot of goodwill to Gamashi. But no, we are so interested in shitting at the beach, running at the beach there to play football, when we could have played football better and raise the level of football in this country, and even more. Today the man is packing away, and I'm shedding tears. How many more well-meaning Ghanaians have come into this country, built so many factories and so many things? When they employ people, they say, "Oh, Enyami Papa Juma." They run it down. They steal and run down the business. Can one businessman, patriotic, come to Ghana and build a factory and put in people and close his mind and go away? Let him do that and go away for 2 months and come back. Listen, the bulbs would all be stolen. Even the taps would all be stolen, and the whole place will be run aground. What kind of people are we? Now Messiah say, you know what he's going to be saying? Don't let me speak for him, but let me try. He will say, oh, thank God I never played for the Blakk Stars. Oh, thank God I never donned a Blakk Stars jersey. This is where I would have ended. Listen, he played for France, made so much money, came down with all his money. And when you read the story, it's so crazy. You know what he said? He could not become the coach of the Blakk Stars because he did not spend money. Hey, hallelujah. Hear me. Messiah said he did not get the Blakk Stars coach position or post because he did not spend money. Instead of spending that money to get the post, he rather spent it to build Lizzie Sports Complex. What does that mean? He didn't pay bribe. He didn't pay, kickback, take. Instead of paying, he galvanized all that money, pulled it up, and decided to put it in Lizzie's complex. Today, Lizzie's complex, if they are not careful, will become the home of snakes, just like Seglemehausen, just like Asante Kotoko's Park, where they shit in the bush like goats. Top football club. Where are the facilities? They go into the bush to shit. As to whether they use toilet paper or not, your guess is as good as mine. Some of them will use Brodria. How can you use Brodria to wipe your asshole and then jump onto the field and expect to score a goal? Are you okay? Asante Kotoko goes to train and they shit in the bush and use Brodria or stone. In Ghana we use that, don't we? Brodria and stone. My God have mercy. After using a stone to wipe your asshole, you jump into the pitch. How can you score a goal? How can you score when you are so uncomfortable there? Messiah say, I feel your pain. I wish I could do something. I saw you at the helm of your activities when you were even struggling to speak English properly. I remember when he always said he wished he had played for Ghana, but he went to France when he was so young, soaked up into the system, and before he could realize, he had no choice but to play for France. Today, I believe he will not be singing the same anthem. He'll be saying that, oh, Charlie, it was good that I didn't play for Ghana. Remember the other footballer recently, I've forgotten his name, who said he will leave, was it England, and come and play for Ghana? And what did Charles Taylor say? Don't come here. Don't come here. Please, stay there and play. Ghanaians don't respect that. And what did we say? These are not patriotic guys. The fact that one or two have come and failed, or they got disrespected, should not stop you from being patriotic and running forward to come and do this. Ghana, you have failed the same as Seyi. Ghana, you have failed football. And when you go to the Olympics, you want to get all the medals. How can you get a medal when you use Brodria? When you use a stone to wipe your asshole? Players. In fact, no insults and no bad mind. In fact, if Pesingpe United was using Brodria, we would understand. If Duri Gaga United was using Brodria whilst training, that's understandable. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko, a team that has won the league more than any other team, that's if I am not mistaken, in Ghana, has never gone on relegation since it started. Players who see it as their career, this is what they will do to feed their children. Even a common place of sanity is not there. They have to use Brodria Some of them even do it. They shit, they won't even wipe their bottom, and they're on the field playing. Masaida Sayi gave us a whole beautiful plan, but we let him down. We didn't encourage him. The sports ministry did not push him. They didn't give him contracts. Gamashi should have held one of his own as a subsidiary. The biggest blame goes to the whole country. Then we'll zero it down to Gamashi. How many times will Gamashi have a man like Masaida Seyi? How did you feel when he was saying it all over that he was from the Ga? Very powerful Ga. He even mentioned his Ga name, Okunka something. Today, my brother, my sister, you've run him aground. He's going back to speak French. He will eat French pizza and forget about the Gamashi. Forget about the country called Ghana. I pray he doesn't, and I hope that a savior will come. $1.5 million. I leave it here. And to those who are listening to us from America, from England and other places, it is not a way to discourage you. We still need to push. We still need to invest in our people. The youth who are coming up right now are so conscious. They are getting the vibe. They are pushing the energy. Support them. Come out and do it. Don't look at the few people who have come and Ghana has let them down, and you decide that, well, you are also going away. To God be the glory. I leave it here, my brother, my sister. And at this point, oh my God. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. My brother, my sister, this is the Blackport. This is where we talk pertinent issues relating to the development of our people, our continent, our land. We normally don't like to criticize, but if we must criticize, we will only criticize to build and not to destroy. Remember that when we speak for the country. When we speak for the country. And when we speak, my brother, my sister, we speak for the youth. I'm going to tackle the very last one in less than 5 minutes and I'm done. Kwame Sefakan has been given a position in the Nana Addo government. I say congratulations. Just as I'm saying congratulations, let me also be quick to add that. Remember that you have joined a sinking ship. Your energy will be needed to bring back the ship afloat. A word to the wise is enough. Right now, a lot of people are going to be saying, okay, he's joined the Nana Addo government. And for that matter, he has become political. That's the problem we have with this country. In the past, in the government of Kwame Nkrumah, we had people who were not necessarily partisan. They were just civil servants and working for the development of this country. But today, if Nana Addo takes you and makes you a minister or gives you a certain post, the next government that comes, you could be the brainiest in the whole world. Nobody will take you. True or false? How many governments have come? And they'll say, oh, in the last government, there was a minister who was so fast and so good. Please, minister, come from that party and join to serve the motherland. How many? That Nana Addo will come and say, oh, okay, so the last finance minister was not good. He wasn't bad. He was quite good. Just that his party was not strong. I can tap this into that and bring the person. He tried with a special prosecutor, but it failed. My brother, my sister, Kwame Sefakan, we wish you all the best. I'm saying Kwame Sefakan because you are one of us. Represent properly so that the next government that will come might even want to hold you on and say, continue with the work because you are so good. Think about it and remember that you are serving Ghana. And when you are on radio and doing your things, also remember that Ghana first. Be neutral. Let people talk about it. Some people, once they get this post, you can never say anything about a party that has employed them in quotes. To God be the glory. Baba Jamal is saying the same thing. He says Sefakan should brace up for unbridled criticisms. He's now part of Akufo-Addo's government. And that's Baba Jamal saying that. And he's saying the same things that we have said. My brother, my sister, I want to thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. Ghana shall prosper. Ghana shall be upright.